Now back to the #1 Truthfighter in Boston, the Warren Ballentine Show, only on NewsTalk, 1090 AM, WILD Boston, where information is power.
To help my people in their cause.
And I love the way
I want us to become so aware about everything.
You can't beat me physically nor mentally. We're going to unite to help the people. We time for us to unite. We've been separated too long.
And you can offer me all the money in the world. I'm not for sale. You're not going to stop me from talking and being for the people.
You know what he did? 'Cause he is the truth.
The champ is here! 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 The champ is here!
All right, Truth Fighters, welcome to the third and final hour of the Warren Ballentine Show. Well, my next guest, I don't even, words can't explain to you what I feel or think about this next guest. He's a professor, he's a mentor, he's a motivator. He's somebody who inspires us all. I love when he comes on my show, when I hear him on anybody else's show, even shows I don't listen to. If I know he's going to be there, I'll tune in and listen to him. He's the one, the only, the activist, the comedian, our brother, our friend, Dick Gregory. Welcome back to the show, Dick.
Peace and love to you. God bless you. Thanks for all them kind words.
Well, it's the truth, man. You know how I feel about you now. You know that.
I know that.
You know that.
It's been lovely. I just finished doing it. First time in 50 years, man. I've been out here. I was in one place for 2 months. I just finished doing a movie. And I was in Wilmington, North Carolina for 2 months without getting on.
What?
Yep. And
now, that's unusual for you.
Yeah, the buzz is I could be up for Academy Award, but I heard that before I was even in a movie. So that don't mean nothing. But it's about the first, the black guy from New Orleans, Bill Bolden, that invented jazz, created jazz. And that's where the story goes that Louis Armstrong learned from him, but that's not true, not him personally. He was in a mental hospital for 34 years before he died. He died in 1907. But they had little scratch records, so you couldn't hardly hear. And then word of mouth, so that Louis Armstrong was able to get hold as he was growing up, listening to the scratch records. And then people who was there telling him, man, you almost sound like, and every now and then you hear one of Louis Armstrong's songs where he'll say, thanks to Buddy Bolden, who created this sound. And so they decided to do a movie. And I couldn't believe they was paying me to play crazy. Listen, the whole scene, I'm in the same outfit, right? I don't have to comb my hair. You understand? I got these funny teeth I take out. Because, they say you look crazy anyway in America. If you take your teeth out, you look double crazy, right? But it was nice. It was fun. And and so now I'm getting adjusted to the real world, but sitting there listening to all these things that was going on the planet. But I think the number one thing that we have to keep our eye on right now is the heat. You see, we have never understood the human body enough to know about the heat effect, and that effect is that if you in the East Coast today, where the temperature is 99, then that's a serious problem. That means to scare you. A serious problem because your body temperature is 98.6. So anytime the heat outside get higher than your body temperature, then things start happening in the body. And what you do to keep that, you hear me? You understand what I'm saying? And for those of you all that like hot tea, and I mean cold tea and cold stuff in the summertime, I tell you to do me a favor. Sometime today, put a skillet on the stove with nothing in it, okay? And turn the fire on, or the gas, or the electric. And when that skillet get hot, throw some cold water in it. And you hear it make that funny noise. And when you see them bubbles run, well, the same thing happens to your body. When you take coal and put it on hot, that's one thing. When you put coal on hot inside your body. And so remember, when the God Force put this universe together, there was no such thing as ice water. There was no such thing as refrigerator. When you go to Europe and ask for a drink with ice, they know they're dealing with a fool. Because over there, you see, ice was made for refrigeration to keep things from spoiling. It was never meant to go inside your body.
Dick, hold on. We're up against commercial break. Hold on 1 second. We come back, more of the Professor Dick Gregory. We're going to continue this conversation. Also, I want to ask him about the shooting that took place up in Connecticut. I want to talk to him a little bit about that. Talking with Dick Gregory, Truthfighter, is talking to you right here, right now, Warren Ballentine Show.
Stay tuned for the Warren Ballentine Show. Call 1-877-373-9766. 1-877-373-9766. Call the #1 Truth Fighter and stay with News Talk 1090 AM WILD Boston.